Welcome to Heat 1 of the Olympic preliminary rounds. It's no surprise that jumping would be the biggest advantage of a winged Pokemon despite its ground typing. Vibrava is a very middle ground competitor, not outstanding in any one category, but that might just give them the edge overall. With 2.5 stars in speed, they won't be the slowest in their heat. 2 stars in power means they don't pack quite the punch one would hope, but they fit right in with the majority of their competitors. 3 stars in skill as one of their better stats means they could turn back the tide as the events progress. 2 stars in stamina and finally 3 stars in jump gives this little bug a star rating of 12.7 overall and seats them in the outermost lane, lane 5. This little owl has more than meets the eye. Hoothoot's initial spread seems to be somewhat lackluster. 2 stars in speed, a disadvantaged 2 stars in power, and 2.5 stars in skill sees this Pokemon sitting just shy of middle of the table for the first 3 stats. When it comes to endurance, this little owl has a surprising advantaged 3 stars, sitting at the maximum for its potential in stamina. Finally, Hoothoot lands an impressive 4 stars for its jumping ability, giving this little flying competitor a modest star power rating of 13.8 and a spot in lane 1. This walking tank of a tadpole is going to bring the power to an otherwise speed and skill-based lineup. Bulky Pokemon are usually not known for their speed, but this big guy has trained hard to have an advantaged 2 stars in speed, the highest rating a Poliwrath can receive. In terms of power, this Pokemon packs a big punch with 4.5 stars. 2.5 stars is where this Pokemon sits in both skill and stamina, so we could see Poliwrath struggle in events that require long-term focus or accuracy. But we finish out strong with an advantaged 2 stars in their jump ability to give this Pokemon a star rating of 14.1 and landing them in lane 4 for Heat 1. This bird may be flightless, but how will it compete in these Olympic Games? Piplup may be the first of its evolutionary line and seen as not a threat in battle, but this little penguin is a serious contender on the Olympic grounds. Despite being disadvantaged, Piplup still has 4.5 stars in speed and 3.5 in power, making this a fast and uniquely powerful Pokemon. It shines in skill with an advantaged 3 stars and sits solidly in stamina with 2. Flightless, this Pokemon has to rely on its legs for jumping and sits squarely in the middle with 2.5 stars and a final star power rating of 16.1, seating itself to the second most sought after seat in this lineup. There's no better way to electrify the start of these games with one of the poster children for electric types. Jolteon is a well-known Pokemon, and I think that will continue to be the case for inside of these games. A lightning-fast, advantaged 5 stars in speed means this Pokemon is operating not only at the peak of its own speed, but might just be one of the fastest we see compete. This comes at a cost to its power, where it only scores 2 stars, and skill, where 3 will have to do. Jolteon finishes out with an advantaged 2 stars in stamina, and an advantaged in its jumping ability, where it holds 3 stars, bringing this Pokemon's total star power rating to 16.1. tying with Piplup and seating them firmly in lane 3.